So here we are with again a new video for the special rates of taxation for the service received by NRR company on some special such as interest, royalty, foreign FTS, that is fees for technical services. Yes, I have used some short forms. FTS is for fees for technical services. INT is for interest, NI is for non-resident, F company is for foreign company, CG for central government. So let's start with some special rates topic. Okay. Special rates of tax for services received by NR or foreign company. Interest received by NR or foreign company from Infrastructure Debt Fund under Section 1047. B is a foreign currency loan by Indian company or a business trust under loan agreement between 1/7/12, that is 1st July 2012 to 30th June 20. Long-term bonds or a rupee denominated bond up to 30th June 20. Interest payable to FII or QFI for investment made in RDB of Indian company or government securities up to 30th June 20. RDB is rupee denominated bonds. Interest received by NR, that is non-resident unit holder, from business trust which was received by business trust from SPV. Friends, this all of the interest income are taxed at 5%, and the TDS section for the interest from the infrastructure debt fund or on a foreign currency loan, it's 194C. Sorry, infrastructure debt fund it's 194LB, and for the foreign currency loan it's 194C. Interest by FII or QFI payable to FII or QFI is TDS under section 194LD, and interest received by NR unit holder from the business trust which was received by the business trust from SPV is under section 194LBA. But the tax rate is common, that is 5% for all this. Only one interest income is there, that is interest from government or Indian concern on a foreign currency loan, which is taxed at 20%. Otherwise, rest all of the interest received by an or foreign company taxed at 5%. Dividend received by NR or foreign company and income received from UTI or mutual fund, these both are taxed at 20%. Let's further move for the royalty of fees for technical services received by NR or foreign company, where NR or foreign company is having permanent establishment in India. Then 44DA applies and it is taxed at normal tax rate, that is at the rate 40% for the foreign company, and where there is no permanent establishment in India, it is taxed at 10%. Long-term capital gain to overseas financial organization on units of UTI mutual fund acquired in foreign currency is taxed at 10%. Income received on bonds of Indian company or GDR in foreign currency, long-term capital gain is at 10% and interest income is at 10%. Here under section 115 BBG, carbon credits SSC, all SSC tax rates are the 10%, and under section 115 BBF, royalty income from patent is taxed at 10%. The condition is that the patent is developed and registered in India, and at most 75% all at least 75% of the expenses incurred for development of such patent are in India. No deduction for any expenditure or allowance in respect of a royalty income shall be allowed under this Act. SSC shall have to be registered its patent under the Patent Registration Act, that is Patent Act 1970. Person resident in India is true and first inventor, and ROI must be filed up to the due date. And the patent must be registered up to the ROI due date. Before that, income received by foreign investment institution on securities, that is FII, is long-term capital gain is taxed at 10%, interest income is taxed at 20%, short-term capital gain is taxed at 30%. Under 111A, it is taxed at 15%, and under 112A, it is taxed at 10% after 1 lakh, that is the listed securities section. Section 115 BBA, income received by NR sportsman, non-resident sportsman, non-resident sport association, non-resident entertainer. He or she is not a citizen of India, that is, he or she should not be NRI. TDS under section 194E, tax rate at the rate 20%. E for entertainment, we can remember like that, entertainer, non-resident entertainer, and TDS section is 194E. So deduction which are not available are mentioned, that deduction under section 28 to 44C or section 57 is not allowed. Deduction under chapter 6A, indexation benefit, and first proviso to section 48, these all are not available when the income of such NR persons are taxable under section 115 BBA, and the basic exemption benefits is also not available for this. Friends, remember this one thing, that over here the proviso to section 40, first proviso to section 48 is not available, whereas in the previous where we were discussing the taxation of NRI, let me show you that page again. Over here, for the NRI income under long-term capital gain, first proviso is available, first proviso to section 48, but when consider the income for the NR entertainer, sport person, or a sport association, the first proviso to section 48 is not available, and basic exemption benefit is also not available for the NR sports person. Section 115 BBA, tax at the rate 30%, winnings in horse races, and TDS under section 194B, 194BB. Here again one more section is that 115 BBE, that is deemed income under section 68 to 69D. 68 to 69D are the basically additions for where we probably can say that where we wrongly show the expenses, or we under report our sales. These are some additions which takes place under these sections, and these income get taxed at the rate 60% plus higher surcharge rate, that is 37% plus higher education cess at the rate for 4%. Under these are the sections, like 68 to 16, 68, 69 or 69A, 69B, 69C, 69D. Against this increased income under this section, no set off of any losses, no basic exemption or allowance, or no expenditure against this income is allowed. So that's it. We complete our special rates topic over here. Thank you, friends.